Hello, and welcome to a new BTFO. Today we're going to be talking about Dangerous Animals, the new 2025 horror movie. Um, yeah, I suppose I'd categorize it as horror primarily. There are elements of comedy in there, and a little bit of romance, but primarily horror. And would I recommend this movie? Kind of. Um, this is one of those movies where I think if you're interested in seeing it, like just from like the trailers and stuff, that yeah, you'll go and like you'll probably enjoy yourself. But I wouldn't get like hyped up that like, oh, it's gonna be like so cool. Because I don't know, it's kind of an interesting movie where basically the premise is that Jai Courtney plays a serial killer who like kills young women by like feeding them to sharks in the open ocean. Um, and so it's kind of a fun like slasher in a way. That's a little unconventional, but unfortunately, I think the downside to this movie is that it very much falls into a lot of conventional tropes and stuff. And there's a little bit of like contrivance and just convenience that's kind of lame to see, especially because there are moments where the film like tries to be a bit more aware of that and like subvert those, and it's like, oh, that would be neat if it continued that. Unfortunately, it doesn't really. But so like basically the main girl Zephyr, like she runs into this guy, which all I know him from is Dune Prophecy, where he did an okay job in that. Like I don't think he's necessarily a bad actor. I don't necessarily think the main actress is a bad actor. I feel like they were both given like kind of really generic characters. So it's kind of hard to tell like what is on them and what is the way they were written. But it's like, I don't know, one of those kind of like, because the opening of the movie is pretty like contrived, at least with our like main character, where like this guy, this like randomly super hot like male model like just bumps into this super hot like woman, and like he ends up needing a ride to his car because like she's the only one within like 10 miles of the city that has jumper cables. And I was like, okay, I don't know if I believe that, but like, sure, okay. I don't know, maybe it's just an American versus Australian thing, but like, I keep jumper cables in my car. Like, 2-foot like jumper cables don't take up that much room. Like, and it's a good thing to just have in your car. But like, I guess there are people who just don't carry those around with them. Like, I wouldn't chalk that up to contrivance, but like they just instantly fall in love with each other, even though they don't really know anything about each other, which is kind of nice when the film recognizes that, where like you have kind of a fun character of like an Australian police officer that the main guy is like trying to talk to after he thinks that like Zephyr's gone missing, and the like cop is like, oh, so like how long have you known her, mate? And I can't really do an Australian accent, but like he's pretty funny. But and then like yeah, the whole how we get I think it's Moses is the main guy's name. Like how he gets involved in the plot is really stupid, and it's like, oh, I guess we just needed him to be here, mostly to be a dame in distress, right? That's the opposite of damsel in distress. That like he has to be saved by our female protagonist. It's like, it's okay. It's just she gets to be kind of lame in that she's just sort of like, yeah, strong woman, and like it starts to become very clear that like, oh yeah, she's the final girl. Like there's no real danger around her. And like it's neat where we get to see one girl like get destroyed by sharks. That's kind of fun. And like Jai Courtney is really fun in this movie. Like he's got some pretty like rough lines in there too, but I'm kind of glad that this and like Suicide Squad have realized that like, well, hold on, like Jai Courtney is a very charismatic actor and can be really good, but like when you try and make him play a generic Divergent character or like fucking Genesis's version of Kyle Reese, like, yeah, he kind of like when you tell him to play characters with no charisma, it's like, well, yeah, somehow he's not that compelling to like watch anymore. But like when he gets to play like crazy goofball characters like this, he could actually be pretty compelling, and it's kind of to the point of like, I kind of want a sequel to this. Like I know that with the way that his character goes out, that it's like it shouldn't be possible, but it's like, screw it, like it'd be really fun to just like have a sequel where he's just like half like robot or whatever and is just doing the same thing. Like make him like the Jigsaw of this universe. And like that was the thing where I really wish that there was more like death in this, because they do seem to have a tone of like, yeah, this is a fun slasher, like we all kind of know why we're here and stuff, and like it's kind of neat where they throw in a lot of like messaging about how like sharks aren't actually dangerous, like sharks don't really want to eat people, but like, if you bait them in and like they're trained to think that there's food here, then like they might just go for a bite. And like stuff like that, and that's kind of neat. I just really wish that there was more of it, and like there are some moments in the film where they kind of address like typical tropes and stuff, where Zephyr at one point tries to like dislocate her thumb to get out of the cuffs. It's like it does seem to be very easy for her to dislocate her thumb, which it's like, that's not, like, I don't think that's a very easy thing to do. Like, I've never personally dislocated my thumb, but, like, I don't know that I could just do it like that. But then, like, even then, she can't get the cuff off of her, like, wrist, so then she ends up, like, having to bite her thumb off. It's like, okay, but then she also does a lot with that hand that it's like, I really, like, if you're missing your thumb, it's like, I don't know how much stuff you're going to be grabbing with that hand. Like, that would be a lot of pain. Like, also would be really hard to readjust to not having a thumb, but, like, yeah, it's just, and the weird love story between like Zephyr and Moses, like it very much is just entirely held on the fact that it's like, well, yeah, these are two very attractive people, right? So the audience can just buy into the fact that like they're in love with each other. Like, we don't actually have to really write that into their characters, do we? And it's like, that's kind of really lame, man. Like, and yeah, well, and they spout a bunch of stupid shit about like, oh, you're the one. Like, I'm so glad that I found you. Like, I didn't think there was anything left for me on land until I found you. It's like, oh my god, like, please kill me. Like, fuck. Like, we couldn't have made this any less generic. Like, we couldn't have tried a bit harder on that. But yeah, I don't know. It's a fun movie as is. I just kind of wish that it had gone more in the direction of, like, campy, like, yeah, we're having fun here, this is a slasher movie. Because, like, it does that quite a bit. And, like, I really do like the whole, like, for some reason, Jay Courtney is like, no, like, I need VHS quality. And so, like, he has to, like, stop onto the land to go to a thrift store to try and find an old VHS camera. Like, that's pretty funny. But yeah, I kind of wish there was more of this. Like, this is the kind of movie that I really do think if they made a sequel to, it actually could be a really fun horror franchise. But like, as it stands, it's just not that great. Like it's okay, it's perfectly fine. It's just a little bland and generic, and I wish that it wasn't. But yeah, that's pretty much my brief thoughts on Dangerous Animals. So I hope you enjoyed, and bye bye.